Open your mouth. Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
What's up, people? You already know it's your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. Today we got a special guest. We got my nephew, Cory Guns, in the building. Cory Guns is like, you already know, it's my nephew. There's nothing else to say. You know what I mean? We family. Peter Guns is my brother. We on our BX shit. You already know we've been family forever. You know what I mean? And you already know we keeping it all loyalty and family. Man, Cory Guns ain't really did no time, but he has his experience going through the system and all that. That spooked him enough to never go back. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? If you get spooked, if you go through it and you never look back, then you're doing great. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we want. You already know it's your boy Pistol Pete, man. Dog in the Yard, Cory Guns. What up, you already know what it is. Your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. And today, as you can see, we got my nephew, man, Cory Guns in the building, man.
Sir.
What's up, man? What's up, man? How you, man?
Happy to be here. I'm
How you
super
been,
hyped.
man?
Good. Just working.
I haven't seen you in a minute, man.
Yes, sir. Been low working. I've been, I'm paying attention. I'm a fan. I'm super proud of you and everything you're doing.
Appreciate you, man.
I've been following from, you already know, from
Yeah.
back. So
Hell
while I've been growing up,
That's right.
seeing, you already know the vibe. So I'm just super
We
happy
family,
and proud,
You
man.
know, we've
Like,
been doing this shit for a while.
that's a fact.
So it's a transition, right, from the old Pistol Pete to now, right?
And
You know
it's
what I mean?
beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. So
I
that's
swear.
okay, you know what I mean? So that's what we do. We grow.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And but I'm happy that you're here, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Congratulations. I heard you having a baby boy.
Yes, sir. Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
Appreciate
So
that.
congratulations, all the blessings. I love kids, you know what I'm saying? Like we spoke earlier. You know what I mean? Kids are blessings.
Yes,
So,
sir.
For those that don't know anything about Cory Guns, a little bit about your background, your upbringing, and for those that don't know, this is Peter Guns' son.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? So, legendary Peter Guns, my brother. Love that brother, man. And it's an honor to have, nephew here, man, because, we all family. So it's about time, it's about time he's touched this platform.
Yeah.
You dig? So with that, man, give him a little bit of, introduction as far as like your upbringing, a little bit how you managed to, stay out of trouble, and when you got in trouble, a little bit about your as far as growing up being Peter Guns' son, you know what I'm saying? And and all that, and how that had an impact on you and your career and all that.
Well, yeah, you already know, Bronx. We from the Bronx, born and raised, BX. I'm from 174th Street, Vice, all over. I've been like, Bronx is my home, like, you know what I'm saying?
All
So
day.
coming up from there, just hip hop. My pops were like always, I'll be around my pops all day, every day around the environment and just hip hop. Like they like, whether it's the studio, I'll go with him to work. After work, we go to the studio. He picked me up from school. I'm doing my homework in the studio. So I would just, from early on, I had a liking to that. Like watching him rehearse for shows and just being able to like be around that environment.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That and just being in like on the block in the hood, like where it's gladiator school out there with rhymes.
Facts.
Like you gotta be nice.
Right.
So like just being around that and being blessed to see it on all levels, both levels, that really pushed me to want to rap. Like my pops is, of course, he's my biggest like inspiration when it come to me wanting to rap. Like he put me on to everything that I like as far as studying, tutelage, what's an MC, who to listen to, what makes you different. Like it's a lot of variables and stuff that he put me on to. Like just that, it's easy from where we from. It's easy to get caught up in stuff. So hip hop was really all I really knew. I didn't know no sports, so like I couldn't really tap in with the sports like that. I didn't gravitate towards that as much as the rap. Like that shit it's just something different. Like I get a different feeling or a rush when I hear something fire,
Yeah.
I still feel that same way, like as I did when I first heard hip hop. So that's when I always knew that I wanted to rap. Like
You're a
real
hip hop
smooth.
baby.
Yeah,
That's a fact. Shit.
for sure.
So now, I wanted to, for those, how you, as far as your upbringing, how many brothers and sisters you have?
On my dad's side, I don't want to get beat up. I know I think it's 10 of us from my dad and my mom. Shout out to my mom. It's 3 from her. I have 2 brothers and a sister on my mom's side, and it's 5 and 5. I got 4 brothers and 5 sisters on my dad's
And
side.
who's the oldest?
Me.
And how was that? How was that, having all these siblings and all that, and you know what I mean? And you being the oldest and stuff like that, like.
It's a lot. I mean, it's pressure. Like, especially, I still feel like a lot of them, well, a few of them are adults now. Like, they in school, of course, and some of them are adults. Some of them, a couple graduated. Like, a lot of them are in their own paths in life and their careers. But I still feel the responsibility of always being a big brother. Like, regardless of whether we live close to each other or whatever the case is, I'm still the older brother. I still feel that and hold that, like, I take that to the heart. So
Yeah, that's right.
it's a lot.
That's
It's
your blood.
difficult.
That's your family.
Yeah.
That's shit. That's cool. So, at what age you like? How you manage to from knowing where you from? How you manage to stay out of trouble and all that? Like, I mean, it's when you from it's on and popping. Shit that's going on every day around you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you live in anywhere. You live in the Bronx. You live in that in one of the hottest spots in the BX as well. So how you manage to stay out of trouble, you know what I mean, and not be caught up with all the bullshit, you know what I mean? And I know you have a lot of friends that been in jail, came out of jail, still
Majority.
probably in jail.
Yeah. Majority, a lot of them all. Majority of them. Like, majority of my friends did bids and stuff. Like, that's really what it is. Like, I was grateful to have people around me. First and foremost, like my pops and like unks like you, people who've done things that's like, yo, you know better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We did this so you won't have to do it. You don't gotta so I always had that sense. I walked around with that. Like, I always felt like I didn't have nothing to prove to nobody. Not to be tough, but because it's like I'm raised like it would be a disservice to people who've been through things and I've seen and know and learned experiences from that have told me this is the way this happened for me. So you don't want to go that way.
That's right.
So I just always kept that in mind. Like, yo, it never made sense for me to feel like I had to be away or move away. Not only to the people who really know me, but besides that, it's like I always felt like I could be myself and should be myself anyway. So
that's right.
Whenever I seen or something was getting outside of what I could control, like whenever I seen some shit that wasn't serving right or didn't make sense for what, I was just always distance myself.
Yeah, you let it go.
Yeah.
That's right. So now I know that you got in trouble at one point. What year you got in trouble? What year was that and how old you was?
That was 2012. I think I was like 2012. I had to be 24?
So how that felt?
I hope my math.
That's fine.
It was crazy.
That's fine. I mean, the year was 2012.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened? You got caught.
Oh man, yeah, I got caught. Pistol.
Okay.
Moving and maneuvering through. I got caught right on Boynton.
Okay.
Boynton and Westchester, right there under the train, right there, right there, like in the intersection, right under the train. Boynton and Westchester. That shit was crazy. By my the irony of that is it was by my old school. It was by my old school, so I'm like, I couldn't believe that. After years of that, like I wasn't right directly near it, but it was near where I would go to get pizza after school. So I was just like, that's of all places for that to happen. It was crazy.
How what happened? What transpired? You got caught with a gun. It was on you, and they just ran up on you.
It was crazy. Like, I don't know. It was a lot of stuff that they said. Well, I don't know if it was like a description thing or it was an incident that happened in the area. But I got directly out of a cab and walked. I was going to get I was actually I had like shopping bags and different stuff on me. So I was shopping around. Like I had stuff on me already, but I was heading to my neighborhood. I was heading to my block. I don't know what prompted me to do this. I stopped and like I got pizza, like just foolishness. I don't know what prompted me to get out the cab where I got out the cab at. I get out there and they walked right up on me. So I don't know. I'm like, that was questions like the lawyer everybody asked. They was like, at first they walked up on me. I didn't believe it. I thought they was regular dudes about to try to do something like some world star this nigga something. Yeah. So I'm just standing there. I'm like, one walked up. I looked, they all plain clothes. So I walked off. Every direction I walked, somebody was there. But they didn't make a scene of it, nothing. It was just and it was daytime. Like it was a kind of busy, but it was so quiet and low key. Like
was this at your peak, like when you was doing good at your career, like where you was at in your career at this point?
Yeah. It was around then. It was right around that time. Like that was when I dropped that was right around when I just signed my deal and everything like that.
Yeah, so what was going through your mind and shit? Like
the hand
put the handcuff on you. What was going through your mind?
I couldn't even describe that feeling, to be honest. I was just like, I was upset more really at myself. I was more because there's nobody else to blame, or you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I can't point finger. I was just really more upset at myself and worried about me disappointing my family, my friends, and my people, like my colleagues, my pops, different people. But
by putting yourself in that position,
that was the situation. I was like, that goes back to the statement I made a little while ago about not having you know what I'm saying. So it's just certain things and certain shit was going on. So like, I'm just like, yo. Then on top of that, at one point, not to blame it or make because like I said, excuses. I was messing around with the lean, whole bunch of stuff at the time. So I wasn't really 100% in my right state of mind. I feel like
so you think that took a big part in the decisions that you was taking.
Absolutely. I feel like that played a huge, like a tremendous role in it, because it would just alter the way I would think. Like,
right. Of course. I don't know. I could just not imagine me doing that, but I could just imagine it's not the shit to do.
Nah, and then that's not really like.
So you was at that point when you handcuffed, you fucked up probably on lean and all that. So what was going through your mind, like
They I'll never forget this. I was upset. One of them pulled over and I was like, they pulled the car over. They said something to me like, yo, like basically try to get me to say something. Or just, they wanted to know, they was like, regardless, like you going in or whatever, like we just need to know how did you get this or whatever the case. And I'm just like, yo, I was just so, the thoughts that's going through my mind, what you told me is like, yo, my mind is everywhere else right now. Like I'm not even thinking of, I'm like, yo,
she wasn't even
my
processing.
Lawyer. Like, I'm like my lawyer.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
So they drove me. They was like, all right, you don't want to talk. You're going to get a lot of street cred for this one. I just looked at him like, what?
Yeah.
Like, you don't even understand, like, at the end of the day. But
yeah,
it's a lot, man. Like, I was just, that whole ordeal was more than what a lot of people would think. But ultimately, it was a decision I made that cost me a lot, and I learned a lot from. Like, it cost me a lot, like, as far as, like, anything could happen anytime, any second. That couldn't have been a arrest, if anything. Like, if they was just on some, or if anything could have happened, I could have been dead or whatever the case. Like, just not being on point and just moving kind of selfishly, I had to change
but you
up.
wasn't thinking right. You was under, the influence and shit. So, shit happens. I mean, like you said, it was a learning experience.
Yeah.
At least the good thing is that it was an outcome. You didn't go to jail, right?
Nah, I didn't. I got locked up.
Did you get bailed out?
I got bail.
Okay. You ain't go. So you just went through the blueprint therapy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couple times.
You ain't go to You ain't gonna never went to Rikers Island or nothing.
Nah.
Okay.
I ain't go to the island Lord willing, thank God.
Thank God, that's right. We don't want you to go to Rikers Island. That's right.
Appreciate it.
So, but that's all you needed anyway to never get back in never be in trouble again. So what was the outcome as far as the case?
I had to go to court for like a good almost 2 years, just fighting it. And then afterwards, I did the 5 years probation. I had to do the whole 5 years.
Okay.
So I wasn't tripping, but it altered a lot of like my traveling and my working and stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't do certain things. It was stipulations on stuff. So
Yeah,
I just
they was being hard on you.
Yeah. I made the best of what I could make of it. Like sometimes, a couple times that I was on the hand joint. You put your palm on there.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I have to
What?
like, we need you to come back here. We need to talk to you. It will be 50-50. Like people was before telling me like, yo, if you got the hand joint, you good. Like they not going. But then there'll be times I go and I was just like, I had to learn. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just stay on point. You know what I mean?
What's that,
like,
the hand for the probation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's some new shit.
Yeah,
I never.
you scan your hand there and they give you a receipt. You just checking like that.
Oh shit.
But a lot of people, like it's days I put my hand, a few visits, I put my hand on there and that receipt say sit down. So you gotta wait and talk to them. Word.
Wow.
It's like you still gotta talk.
Or it tells you what you need to do. If
Yeah.
you're good, or if you gotta sit down and wait.
Mm-hmm. Then if you see if you gotta sit.
Did they give you a hard time in regards of so you finally got off the lean and all that?
Yeah.
Right.
I had to. I stopped that by myself. I had to get back into like my uncle. Shout out my Uncle Ray right now. He locked up right now too, man. He would always, from a little kid, he would make sure I worked out. Like he would be one I'm 7, 8 years old. He got me doing push-ups, drinking water. Like he would be one of those on me all the time. Like, so I just really got tapped back into, like, I gotta tap back into on the health route. Like I already juice. We see each other at the juice bar a few times. Like I'm into that stuff. And I really just started like finding an alternative. Like I'm good with just smoke my bud, and I just work out and juice. That's really that's all I really do now at the end of the day. Like, so just really stuck on that and finding more productive things to do. Like just work more, work out, and do stuff like that to keep my mind like away from stuff like that. Then it just stuck.
Yeah.
Like once you do things a certain amount of time, it become a habit. So I just converted that. I applied that to, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna just make my habits this way. Or do these things.
What will you tell any young adult out there that's out there going through something like that, and they struggling, with their demons and stuff like that in regards to drugs, lean and stuff like that? What would you say to them?
It start by yourself. And like it's easier when I say by yourself, I mean like you really gotta like be cool and prepare yourself to just be, whether it's cutting yourself off from people or things or certain habits or ways you walk certain days, just certain things you gotta do opposite of that. Like everything that you want is on the other side of like the procrastination and stuff like that. Like everything you want is on the other side of fear. Once you realize you could face it and do it yourself, and to start with you, and you implement like, if you like you got to do it, take your time. You can't listen to nobody tell you to just stop or just do it this way or that way, because there's nothing that you could just easily get rid of or shake like that.
Right.
Like people will set these goals or whatever, and then once they fall off one little slight thing, it's back down. So you do it little by little, but it really starts with yourself, and just implement, find something that you wouldn't mind putting that time into that's gonna help you, whether it's a workout. It could be walking, whatever. It could be painting, anything. Just put that into that, like, and just do it little by little. Do it on your time, but it starts with yourself. Like isolation is really what helped me, like being by myself, and that help you weed out a lot of people around you that's necessary and unnecessary.
Okay.
So that's what a lot of that stuff be. Like you stick to yourself, your routine, your plan, and everything will tell you.
You got to be willing to really change. Like you really got, you can't go half step. You got to be willing to like say, I got to really turn this shit back around.
Yeah, because it'll grab you up. That the pills, all that, like it'll get you. Especially like you'll lose sight of it being for recreational use, and a lot of people won't say that. Like a lot of people is cool and comfortable with, but you gotta know your limits and your boundaries.
That's what's up, man. Wanted to ask you, what you been doing lately, man? As far as yourself and the career and all that, where you been at with it, man?
I've been in the lab, just cooking, working. I got a few projects I put out and some more stuff that I'm about to drop.
Okay.
Lucy Packs. I got one coming out called Top Gun. Lucy Pack 3 is out now. We got 1, 2, and 3 out.
Okay.
I got one called Top Gun coming out in the fall.
Okay.
Yeah. And the Militia. I'm working on that. That's the company, my brand, my peoples, the family. Like, we working on some music.
What it's called?
Militia.
Militia.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Militia. You already know.
We working on some stuff. That's really the gist of it. I'm shooting, just really working, trying to keep the content going.
Yeah.
Stay relevant, stay moving.
What's going on with Lil Wayne and all that? I mean, what's going on with that situation? I mean, I know you had a big record with him and all that. Mm-hmm. I mean, what year was that anyway?
That was 2011 when that record dropped. 6 for 7.
That's right before you caught the gun charge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, what's going on with that situation?
I'm still on Young Money.
Yeah.
We still good, still family. That's still big bro. We working. We got me and him actually got some records, couple records in the stash too. It's just a work thing, like cooking and trying to figure out what's what. But he's definitely been supportive of me and been like anything I'm doing on a solo. We already spoke about that. He just like, yo, I just keep me in the loop. So whatever ways I can help.
We need to let you loose, man. We know we need you out there. Come on, man. Like you super nice. Like, I mean, it's like hands down. Like, so we want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? We want the streets. We want to hear you. We want Cory Guns all over. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
And shit like that. So. That's what I'm just putting that out there. You
I
know
appreciate
what I'm
it. I sincerely do.
And shout out to Lil Wayne and all that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna definitely get Lil Wayne on Dog in the Yard in the future as well.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's definitely gonna be good. So, Cory, man, I just wanna, I'm just, you my family, man.
Yeah.
I want Cory to come through, man.
I appreciate it.
I know I know your history and all that, and I know you've been grinding for a while and all that. And I just want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a lot of young brothers out there, they can look at, a lot of younger brothers, the young adults out there, they can look at you and be like, look at him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He got spooked out. He got caught with a gun. He was not right in the mind. He was on drugs and all that, but look at him now. You know what I'm saying? It's always a turnaround.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what this was about. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of brothers out there that they fighting their demons and all that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of sisters out there, they fighting their demons, they lost and all that. They don't have nobody to talk to. No, they don't got no father figure, no mom, no dad. You feel me?
That's
Their
true.
upbringing is different. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate
you know what I mean?
having me up here to talk to and share too.
Of course, man. And but with that being said, I got a gift for you, man. You know what I mean? I got a box. You know what I'm saying? The box is my own string. I've been giving it to just family and friends. You know what I'm saying? And obviously you family, so you my nephew, and I got the box.
What?
Right here for you. This box right here. It's good, Gap brand. Shout out to Blue Boom.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? My people's in LA. You know what I'm saying? Hold up.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little history about me, Pistol Pete. You know what I'm saying? The years I did. A little history about the box. What's the box it is? What's the box? Here's the Red ID. I know you know about all the Red ID, but all the friends that were Rikers Island.
This is fire. What? Yo, nah, this is fire.
Yeah, this the history. This the history with the Red ID. It breaks down what Red ID is. You know what I'm saying? This the ASA2 one.
This
right
is
here.
crazy.
Yeah, this is ASA2 Special Housing Unit. You know what I'm saying? They got the you already know they got the whole.
This
the whole
is fire.
On the joint. You know what I mean?
Oh
I got
God.
2 ASA2 for you, and this the box, the Red ID.
I appreciate you, man. This is so fire. This is a collector's item.
Yeah,
this going up.
Yeah, this is you. Make sure you smoke that weed.
This going up. I appreciate you.
Come on, man. You already family, man. Always, man.
Oh my God,
That's
man.
for you. That's what it is, man.
Thank
It's your boy Pistol Pete. You already know, Dog in the Yard, man. Get at me. Cory Gunz. What up, peoples? Welcome back to Dog in the Yard with your boy Pistol Pete. I hope you guys enjoy that Cory Guns episode. I mean, listen, man, he never looked back. He got spooked, got caught with the hammer. You know what I'm saying? Shit just blew off, got probation, and he kept it going. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know what I mean, y'all ain't gotta go through that. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing your thing, stay focused, and you already know we outside, man. Your boy Pistol Pete, beautiful out New York City and Jersey. We're enjoying the weather. I'm gonna go out for some early lunch and with my family, you know what I'm saying? And you already know, shout out to all my guys in Rikers Island, all the cities, all the Fed jails. You already know, man, salute, man. Your boy Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard.
Interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
On today's segment of Know Your Rights, we're talking about an important and often contentious area of criminal procedure, the automobile search warrant exception. This legal principle allows law enforcement officers to search a vehicle without a warrant under certain circumstances, and it has significant implications for both police practices and individual privacy rights. The automobile search warrant exception stems from the unique nature of vehicles and the practical realities of their use. Unlike homes, which are stationary and typically enjoy greater privacy protections, vehicles are mobile and can quickly leave the scene. This mobility creates potential challenges for law enforcement in securing evidence before it can be moved and/or destroyed. The foundation of this exception was established in the landmark case of Carroll v. United States. The Supreme Court ruled that if law enforcement officers have probable cause to believe that a vehicle contains evidence of a crime, contraband, or illegal items, they can search the vehicle without obtaining a warrant. This ruling recognized the practical need for flexibility in vehicle searches while still requiring a standard of probable cause to protect against arbitrary or unjustified searches. Probable cause is a key component of the automobile search warrant exception. It means that officers must have a reasonable belief, based on facts and circumstances, that the vehicle contains evidence of a crime. This is not just blanket permission to search any vehicle at any time. It requires a specific and justifiable reason. For example, if an officer smells marijuana coming from a car in a state where it is not legal, or sees contraband in plain view, these observations can establish probable cause for a search. Further defining this principle, the Supreme Court has addressed various scenarios related to vehicle searches. In United States v. Ross, the court ruled that if officers have probable cause to search a vehicle, they can also search any containers within the vehicle that might conceal the objects of the search. This decision reinforced the idea that the scope of a vehicle search should be as extensive as the probable cause justifies. Another significant case, California v. Carney, extended the automobile exception to motorhomes, recognizing that their mobility also necessitates the same practical considerations. The court's ruling emphasized that the mobility and potential for evidence to be quickly moved and/or destroyed are critical factors justifying the warrant exception. While the automobile search warrant exception is a powerful tool for law enforcement, it is not without limits and will be discussed in further detail in future segments. That's it for today's discussion. Stay informed. Know your rights.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Fuck your life.
Fuck what you thinking, nigga. Fuck.
Look, is you dumping or you dipping? Which one? I'm with the gang. Is you blunting or you crippin'? Throw it up, shots bang. You gon' slug 'em or you clip 'em? Call whoever you want. That shit won't make a difference at all, pussy. You hear that whistle and you're dead. Bang. Put a missile to your head. Bing. Bang. We getting to this bread. Win witness protection. Whisper